In this video, I'll be showing how to replace a front lower control arm on a Nissan Sentra. It is located behind the front wheel. Let's get started. Alright, first we're going to want to raise and support our vehicle. You're going to want to use a 21mm socket to remove these 5 21mm lug nuts. Let's remove our wheel. We could follow along to the underside of the knuckle. Here's our ball joint and here's our bolt. I'll be using a 14mm wrench and 14mm socket to remove this. We'll secure one end. Quick inspection and set it aside. As you can see, my ball joint is already free. If not, you could hit it with a hammer, but be aware not to damage any surrounding components. I'll be using a pry bar to lift it out. Now we're going to move on to the forward mounting portion of the control arm. You can see one bolt here and a mounting nut on the back. For the front, I'll be using a 22mm socket, and for the back, a 18mm wrench. Here's our bolt, and here's our nut. Quick inspection and set it aside. Now we're going to follow along to the rear portion of the control arm. You can see another bolt and another nut. I'll be using an 18mm for both sides. For the top, I'll be using a wrench to secure the bolt. Now hold the control arm and slide the bolt out. Here's our bolt. Now you're going to want to grab your control arm, pull down, and slide it out. Now we're going to take our new control arm and slide it in the mounting points. Now we're going to get the bolt for the rear portion and slide it through. Now I'm going to secure it with the nut. I'm going to slide the forward portion in while holding the ball joint down. Now I'm going to slide in my forward bolt. Next, I'm going to install my nut. Now we're going to move along to our lower ball joint. I'm going to push it up in the knuckle. If it doesn't align, just reorientate the ball joint until it does. Now we're going to give it some slight taps with a rubber mallet. Now we're going to take our lower mounting bolts and secure the ball joint. Sometimes you have to tap with the hammer again. And hand tying your nut. Moving along to the rear, I'm going to snug these up using 18mm on both sides. The wrench on top and the socket on the bottom. Then 14s on both sides for the lower ball joint. Then finally for the front, a 22mm socket, and an 18mm wrench on the back. Remember, just snug. Now for the final torquing sequence, I'll be using a stand to simulate ride height conditions. I'm going to apply enough pressure so that there's load on all my mounting locations. For my rear bushing, I'll be torquing this to 74 foot-pounds. I'll use the wrench to secure the nut. And for the front bushing, I'll be torquing this to 76 foot-pounds. And for my lower ball joint, I'll be torquing these to 41 foot-pounds. Wrench in the front. Quick note, after performing this install, you will need an alignment. Now we remove the stand. Now let's get the wheel in place and install all 5 of our lug nuts. We're going to tighten these up in a crisscross pattern. Now that my wheel is on the ground, I'm going to torque the fasteners to 83 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern. And that completes our install. So go ahead, put the vehicle on the ground, and go take it for a test drive. Remember, you do need that alignment. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.